in the savage east. Nor are dying in droves. Don't mind the work. I like to pace myself, and right now the pace is slow.
Agreed. Although, it's about to get sped up considerably. Everybody, this is
The
J-Dog
machines have become
X211.
aggressive of late. None so deadly as Red Maw.
Alright, again, this is J-Dog X211. Just took care... Get out of my way, please. Just took care of the last of the missions, errands, and side quests I can largely take care of before anything else. So now, the only real quests left... the only real quests left are the main ones. I will have to go back to Freeheap to complete a couple of things, but for the most part, everything else has been taken care of. The cauldrons, the Tallnecks, the hunting grounds. The only thing left are the two main missions, involving the Oseram and the Sundom. And both of those kick off here in Meridian. Believe it or not, this is basically how I played my first game. By the time I got here, I was already maxed out and had everything. That's one thing I will say that they might have screwed up a little on. The same way that in, like, say, Pokemon, for example, you can't progress through the story until you have certain badges. That way you can use certain HMs. Not sure what that stands for, actually, HM. I know TMs are technical machines or technical moves. But in HM, you can't typically move past a certain obstacle unless you have a specific badge from a specific gym in a specific order. But here, you can essentially complete the game and max out your character before you ever even get to the... Why am I yawning so much? Until you get to the main hub town. Because like it or not, everybody goes to Meridian. It's got the most merchants, it's got the Hunter's Lodge, it's got so much. Actually, no, I tell a lie. His wife came at me with a her wife came at me with a pitchfork. Some of you might not get that line, some of you might. But I just remembered there actually is a quest I could have taken care of before that, but it's directly tied to a character. Ugh. Why am I yawning so much? A character in this city. So I avoided that one. But now,
I'm sorry for the wait, but all
let's
goods
get this
entering
ball
the
rolling.
city are subject to search.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens. How long do we have to wait?
What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and let everything spoil?
I thought Meridian was open to all Karja.
Curious. The Loyal Citizen line got a...
What?
The Loyal Citizen line got a, well, I guess it got a line. But it didn't get, but nothing else did.
What happened to Ursa has nothing to do with us.
Attention.
What's going on here? Owen's in there, somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
Huh. I suppose these are also elevators. Although I've only ever used, although you can only use... The hell?
If this keeps up, I'll be
It's
broken a
always
month.
the merchants who suffer.
Every other town or village pales in comparison to Meridian.
Good luck getting through, Outlander.
Not wrong. I'm curious, where does the mesa stop and the Carja's building actually begins? This line here appears to be solid bedrock, but right there is part of the fountain from the aqueduct over here. That's the palace. The aqueduct channels water from that river across the waterfall through here, then across that aqueduct and into the main city. That's where these waterfalls come from. Also, don't forget, there's of course the headless statue of the emperor, of the king,
Halt! Stop right there.
and we're skipping
In light
this.
of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without
Recent attack.
the murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course, ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Red Ridge Pass.
Ursa.
How would you know his name?
I know Erend.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in...
Aloy, hey, you're alive. I thought you were dead. Make way, make way.
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Yes.
Ah, not really.
Yeah, but he's
A little.
awesome.
So you're alive. This
We need to talk alone.
over there.
So you approve,
Of course,
as you wish.
there, alone.
A lot has happened since we last spoke. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when some of your braves came back. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people.
How I survived is less important.
Targeted. What do you?
The killers came for me.
What are you talking?
That doesn't make sense.
I need to find...
But
No, I don't need you to...
he's not here.
Are there...
A house.
Okay, then
I guess.
I heard what happened to Ursa.
Special to me. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoe.
Ordinarily... actually no. This is one case where...
Then stop feeling sorry for yourself.
So much for a shoulder.
Everybody loses people they care about. Tears don't change that.
Don't worry. Any tear.
I need to see...
Okay, okay.
It's not what I would have said, but
So many
you
people
definitely need
talking
to...
at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
Stamp and wax seals.
Is she a Nora?
Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days. Take a look. I'll give you a good price.
For blood! Vengeance for Ursa! How long will Avad hide in his palace? Till they see blood for blood!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Ugh.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. That, other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
Alright.
It looks like a picture of Owen's family. It looks like a picture of Owen's family. The corner of this rug is frayed, and the floor near it is worn. Let's see what's...
Heavy covering, expertly braced and reinforced.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
Now I'm 90% sure that wasn't...
I don't think you're getting through that.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm sober enough, all right? I don't need another lecture.
That's not what I meant.
I don't want to talk about that. We're here because...
You said Olin has connections in the royal court. Does he?
No. He served the court as a scout sometimes and sold ancient... If you're right, and Olin's into something dark, Sun King Ava...
Did Olin ever...
Nah. Closest I got was a doorstep to help him home after a night out. We drank a river that night, but I hold it well.
I'll look around.
That's what we came...
Hmm.
A lot of metal here. Could be just what I need.
And...
Looks big and heavy. Could do a lot of damage if it fell down.
Primitively smelted metals, cast into blocks.
Let's give it a little push.
Little smirk of that, little devious smirk. No, push from the bottom. Whoa! I don't think a Thunderjaw could have been...
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
90% sure a Thunderjaw couldn't have stomped on that thing harder. Now... Alright, so...
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family.
Let's see, anything else? See these people around here? Ah, Naman. Steward. Lingen. Huh. Thought so.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Tenth day, 15th day, 34th day, 38th, 54th.
There's your proof.
He called himself a friend. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you
The focus.
and Olin's focus.
The device is the same, but some and see through each other's focuses too.
So that's how the killers saw you.
Yes, so
All by your...
leave it to me.
Wait,
Out of the way.
I'm asking you, not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact
I'm so
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you. Why should you have justice and not... Look, I'll head a few minutes of your...
Redridge Pass, you said.
Think I'll help him first. Get that out of the way. But first thing first. I got merchants and side quests all over the place. Been a while since I've been here, so
My bedroom, Karja, just like them.
I'll leave him for later. Ah, him.
All right.
You're an Outlander, which is good. But a Nora, which might be bad.
No.
Then you may have come across They consist of a hollow cylinder with a crescent handle, If you bring me these vessels instead...
So you're interested?
More than interested. But years of study have made me too comfortable at my desk. I don't know how I'll manage to take a partner.
Don't look...
Oh, no, I'm not looking. In fact, my father already has someone he wants... I wish I had a brother to carry this burden. I would rather be left to my precious...
What sort of ritual?
I'm convinced they were used... Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. But I believe they were used for the solemn... Each fluid. But which vessel was used for what?
Are you sure people...
Drink?
Yeah.
Yes, trade...
I've got those. I wonder what would happen if I bought 2 of them. Doesn't matter. Anyway, that's for that set, and that's for that set.
I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins. What do my tired eyes see? A hunter, surely.
Mother always said, nothing good happens after sunset. I've always wondered, are all your kind hunters and fighters, or just a few?
I spent a long time with this fireplace in particular. Alright.
Shadow.
Vessel collector. A little tricky figuring out around this place.
Come to the Sun Domain camp.
Ah.
I don't know what to say.
You're looking for artifacts.
Yes, but I'm no profiteer. Sun King Avad has named me an envoy to the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their homeland, Ben-Ur. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes found near Banuk rock paintings. If you have any, I have valuables to trade for them.
You said the king named...
Yes, I've been to Ben-Ur many times, and the Wirek chiefs trust me. I help them maintain... Some say they're a mysterious people, but their way doesn't matter if you're born high.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Karja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage.
Huh. Sounds a lot like the English in the 1500s.
Tell me more about...
Simple wood sculptures made by Arnak, a legendary hunter who was he left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe... Now they see him as a kind of wandering hero and want those, including trade for them. You ready?
I name you my claim, punishment, and I cannot confess. The vision and mother.
Come on back if...
And then there's this one. Oh boy. I just better come back for that one when I have more parts I need. Let's see. Like I said, this place can be a little confusing.
Why, hello there.
Get out of my... This guy will only take certain things. The one I just looked at, these are all what you get all these stuffs from them. But the only way you get the materials, dirty resin chunk, small, medium, and large. You get that from the other collector, and then you come here and trade them for that. So then, Stormbird lens, Thunderjaw lens, Rockbreaker, Behemoth, Blue Gleam, not gonna know what those are until later, but unimportant. Now,
This place smells like nothing I've ever smelled before. Is that some kind of spice?
huh?
You're an outlander.
I've hunted my share.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Don't bother with the Hunter's Lodge. If you're not Karja, you'll never rise in the ranks.
Are you saying that you have to be...
No, they take other tribes. But they have rules in place to keep outlanders from gaining ranks. When Sun King Avad took over, he promised a new day, Meridian open to all. But it's a sham. Sure, you can get a seat at the feast, but you just can't eat the food.
What's wrong with the hunting lodge?
Nothing, if you like stuck-up bigots. I'm known as a skilled hunter back home in Banur, so I thought I'd try my luck at the lodge. I thought it'd be simple. Hunt machines, gain ranks, see who's best. But it doesn't work like that at all. It's all rigged to keep the Karja at the head of the line. I don't need those snobs to tell me I can hunt. I'm going home.
Sounds like someone needs to shank things up at the lodge.
Maybe, but it isn't gonna be me. If you decide to go, be sure to give them a good old-fashioned Banuk farewell mark in my honor.
The Banuk farewell mark. What's that?
Piss on the floor. Preferably someplace they won't find it until it gets nice and sour.
Yeah.
I'll be on my way back.
I should get going.
So should I.
That was totally coincidental. Wasn't expecting to get that. Alright now. I think there is also... Yes. To the right here, that's the Hunter's Lodge. And to the right here... But only one of each. I imagine that was put in place in case you were literally just missing one or two things when you were planning on buying a new weapon. But, let's see... Ah, here we are.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
What did you want to talk about?
You were an Outlander, no? An adventurer. Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of flower. It's made of metal, like a machine. Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. If you bring me some...
These metal flowers...
No one knows. But some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machine started to go mad.
Huh.
Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun. Wrathful one day, cool and patient the next. Perhaps...
You said you were...
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies and gardens. So out I went, with bow and spear.
Hard to imagine this
I
guy's
made
so
my name by
soft-spoken.
searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor machine could keep me from those precious petals.
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out. So now I
Paramour?
collect flowers for those without such bonds.
Is it worth it?
Of course. Freedom is sweet. But the embrace of my beautiful Theradine is sweeter still.
Theradine? I genuinely don't think I've ever heard of that name. Now.
Till we meet again, my noble Nora. Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
Alright, now, real fast, let's see what we got here.
It's not enough, is it? We should take it down.
I need Scrapper, Longlegs, Snapmaw. Oh wait, those are all I need? Scrapper, Longleg, and a Snapmaw lens. Shoot, this will be easy. So a Scrapper heart and a long... Ah, I sold those my last video. I legitimately had those, and then I sold them. 900 shards. Psst. That's what they're selling them for? Let's see. A container made from an ancient material. Ancient material. A dried ancient substance, ancient scrap. Oops. I hope I can get rid of that. So I need a watcher's heart. I'll get one of those back.
Hello?
Okay, now we go back to this guy, and then I can get those worm-kind boxes. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get rid of that now. Oops.
Don't look to me. My duty is to God. Don't get involved.
Yep, I'm going to end up stuck with that thing forever. Alright, now...
No. Awake and alert.
Actually, no.
Damn.
There are so many things I want. There are so many missions in here I want to get taken care of, and a few of them are quite quest-worthy.
Does murdering the
There's the Hunter's Lodge, Olin. I don't have much time. I suppose I'll just get all of my missions. I'll just get them, and then I'll worry about actually completing them. So first things first. Save here. Should be a stairwell somewhere around here that'll take me to what was the Sun Ring. Here. This was the main Meridian Sun Ring. Instead, now it's it's a shrine to all those who died during the Red Raids. Let's see. Sun Faith, etched in thin sheets of golden-hued metal. Like I said, people were watching these. This is all gladiator style. People were watching the stands here, and then they'd let watchers and scrappers and stuff in here, and they'd be and the totally unarmed and defenseless people would be forced to fight them.
I tell you, never have children if you can avoid it.
Now, time to help these two. The first and only Utaru, as far as I know, in the whole game. But we're gonna get to know them in the next game.
Ronora, I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but
Could owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. And while Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes...
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back...
No. But it...
What kind of...
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaru lost her companion on the edge of the Jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb. A call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spires shining.
So, clear the machines out of two...
All I can ask for is your charity.
I didn't think your priesthood...
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean...
Yes.
Why did the priests go along with all...
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition.
Maybe the... I'll do what I...
To honor their memories is to honor us.
Alright. Then there is another outlet around here, I think. Oh, not that one. It should lead to the actual temple where these guys pray Ah!
A lively week.
Here we are.
They read. Didn't want to startle you.
Oh, yes. I heard of the tragedy that befell
Met
your
him back
tribe.
during the night of
sun
the
hung
proving.
low that day as we traveled back, where we offer our daily prayers for balance. I'm afraid only
Don't worry. I'm used to it.
To recognize the sun is to recognize offered to its pure heat. The skin peels, and old time is
That sounds...
painful.
Well, there is no glory without sacrifice.
Sounds to me like the greatest honor you could have is to stare at the sun until you burn your retinas out and you go blind.
The temple looks out on the tower across the valley.
That's the spire, guiding us forever skyward, gleaming with... It is said that the spire's shadow lay across this mesa when our ancestors came to the valley. Thus, sun and spire joined, showing the Karja...
Always
May you always go...
Now... I want to say that if I came back here when the sun is up, there would be actual people here. I might be mistaken. Because I do remember coming in here and there were people in this spot kneeling and praying. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure.
I wonder who that is.
Yes. He's the reason why I was so careful at this location. There was a Banuk figure here, but I didn't want to go over here yet until I met this guy.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
I believe that's the record of Red Mod that I'm sensing. Check that later. Right now.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
Ah, awesome.
Hi there, Outlander. Name's good shards. Enough to buy garb.
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you.
Shut up.
I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word. They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't...
More of an
But you send other people...
All right. More of an opportunist. Girl. Nora girl. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
That is much more honest.
So is there any more to the room?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This
She's a woman. That inherently makes her smarter than a man.
Snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learn how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there
Other parts of them too.
Banur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, they prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my...
Then they might not want out.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag.
Pile of slag.
Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
If I did look into...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around this. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, payment on return.
Sure.
Outlander.
You can't remember?
You all have similar features. Strike?
I had another question. All right.
I have a feeling my shop...
Does that mean you'll pay me now?
Oh. You weren't joking. You people are so hard to read.
Yeah. Let's see. Is... Let me see. Yep, Hunter's Lodge.
My mother told me to steer clear of Outlanders. Used to be friendly.
But I think I'm gonna call that here for right now. Got most of my missions. Like I said, this one triggers quite an eventful one, and this one is a whole series of challenges. I think I'll do that one next time, since it's, you know, a pretty easy start and stop one. But until next time, actually, hold on. Oh. Talk to Nil. All these. Not that one. These two. That one there. Nope. And here. Those are all the spots I gotta get going to. But I definitely think I'm gonna blow this one out first when we get back. So, until then, this is GeoX211 signing off.